I've been thinking recently about the really dreadful things that have been happening to journalists these days and how incredibly dangerous the profession now appears to be. And then I was thinking that it's extraordinary that in a very long career in the media, I mean 56 years, although I have constantly, very frequently, been in dangerous situations, I've been under fire and mortars have gone off just quite close to me, and all those kinds of things. I've never been hurt. I got a small scratch on my on the left part of my chest, I think, from a small piece of shrapnel once, but apart from that, and I've never felt that my life was really in danger. There was one experience which was alarming, it's true, but which turned out to be, in the end, quite humorous. I was in Chile during the interim period between the overthrow of President Allende and the incoming military government of General Pinochet. And unfortunately, we'd been given our accreditation by the Allende government. So when the coup happened, we actually had the wrong accreditation. Now, we hadn't realised that that would really matter, but it did, because we were stopped one day at a roadblock and they looked at our papers and they said the equivalent of, well, these don't count any longer. And they went and locked us up. And there we were in an army camp being guarded by sort of 15-year-old kids with Kalashnikov rifles. And it wasn't very nice. And we were sort of locked into a shed and given the occasional crust and glass of water. And we thought, God, how long is this going to go on for? And then I think about the third day, when we were getting a bit desperate, the door suddenly opened and there was a Chilean army officer, resplendent in his uniform, colonel's uniform, and he said in almost perfect English, "Oh, hello, I'm terribly sorry to see you all in here. You're Brits, aren't you?" We said yes. And he said, "Well, you know, I'm a graduate of Sandhurst and I'm very fond of the United Kingdom. I'm very sorry to see you in here, and it's quite unnecessary. Do come out and we'll have some lunch and then you can go." And so we did. And I have to say, perfectly honestly, that although I say I've been in quite a lot of scary situations, that was probably one of the potentially the worst, and it turned out beautifully.